No. Went through the 5 stages of grief when I found out it had been cancelled, but I got it in the end. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a pretty exciting video. I am going to be going through all of my special edition books. I have all of my books behind me on my shelf. Now I have about 20 that I'm going to go through. They're like signed editions, special editions, sprayed edges, all that sort of things. I don't have many where you can get like special edition books from like illumicrate and things, like the stained edges, the signing, the different dust jackets, the foiling and papers. I don't have many like that, unfortunately, purely because I don't have any subscriptions to those. So I would love to. I've subscribed, like I want to get into the illumicrate one, but I'm on the waiting list at the moment. So I need to have a look into other like bookish boxes and stuff. But I'm going to go through the ones that I do have, so I hope you enjoyed this video and let's just go on to it. This first one is very random. It is the Harry Potter 20 years of Harry Potter like anniversary one. I got this like years ago. When I was younger, I went to the Harry Potter studio tour in London and I got this because I am a Slytherin. Took the Pottermore test. And I really like the edition because it has got the green stained edges. They're a little bit thingy now because obviously I've owned it for years. But I just loved how like nice this edition was. And it also has like little bits about like House Slytherin and things inside, which I think was just really cool. So I have that up on my little Harry Potter shelf. So we have Snape illustration there. So yeah, a really cool little book edition. I got this years ago, but I thought I would still include it in my collection. The next book I have is admittedly my favourite special edition because this book has a very special place in my heart. When I first started reading, From Blood and Ash was the book that was my absolute favourite at the time, and it took a while until something overcome that. And because it like was such a big book at the time for me, when it said on illumicrate they were doing like a box and it wasn't a subscription one, like if you got in a queue you could get it, I was like, oh my god, I need this book. So I had my laptop out, I had my phone out, I had my mum's phone out. I was determined to get this book. I'd saved up for the box. It was when I was younger, so at the time this book was really big as well, so there was quite a big queue. And I got it with like a dagger and a blanket and other little bits and bobs, and I was just so happy that I'd gotten this book. So this is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. It is a fantasy romance series. As you can see, beautiful foiling. I absolutely love the art on the front. Look at those edges, guys. Like, aren't they just stunning? We have more like stunning foil. And the spine as well. I love the spine because it looks like, you know, like the old books that you would see in like really old libraries and things. It is signed by the author as well. So yeah, this was the illumicrate edition. You can get the rest of the series now, but I'm not bothered about getting the rest of the series. I just wanted this one. With the special editions I have, I tend to get them now based off of my favourite books. I don't just get them like on a whim. But I am one of the people, I do love to collect different editions of the same book. I don't have tons. I'll mostly get like one edition of the same book if it's my favourite, and that is it. I don't go buying the entire collection of editions, but if like that's you, then you do you, boo. Also, I apologise if this video is a bit dull. I'm still obviously like figuring out the lighting and stuff. I'm obviously new to this whole YouTube business, but I think this is okay. So if it's not, I'm very sorry. So these ones I'm going to show as a collection because they are all part of the Grishaverse series. So if you haven't heard of the Grishaverse series, it basically consists of 3 different parts. So there is a trilogy called the Shadow and Bone trilogy, and then there is the Six of Crows duology, and then the King of Scars duology, and that's King of Scars and Rule of Wolves. Then there's some other little bits as well. I have read the entire Grishaverse series. These ones I actually just bought like as collector's editions straight away. I don't have other editions of these ones, except for this one. I do have the paperback because I got it in like a free, whereas these ones I just bought and read from these ones. These ones you can just get off of Amazon. They're not like something, I think they're still available. They're just plain hardbacks. They didn't come with a dust jacket or anything, and just have lots of really stunning foil on. So this has like calls to like on the back, and then the blue stained edges, nothing crazy. This is the Orion collector's edition. So if you wanted to see, just some random end papers. And then I don't know if this is the same in the paperback, but there's some like cool illustrations. Again, I believe this is in the paperback, but I might be wrong. We have Six of Crows. This Grishaverse is a fantasy with some romance in it, but they all follow different characters, but they do link, and some characters are present in some of the series, so I would recommend reading it in order. My favourite, I actually loved the King of Scars duology. I loved Nikolai and what's her name? The water. No, she weren't water, she was lightning. Anyway, I didn't like her at the start, and then I actually ended up loving her, so yeah. So this is Six of Crows. I love the red foiling, like so perfect for this duology, and it says no mourners, no funerals on the back. And then we have really bright red things. All the map is red, which just looks so cool. And then this one has a little letter from the author, and it has a digitally signed signature. There is some things at the back, like illustrations, so it's, oh my god, wait, I low-key forgot about all of this. Oh my gosh, look at that, guys. Oh my god, guys, I literally even forgot all about this. Stunning. So that's that one. And we have Crooked Kingdom, which is the second one in the Six of Crows duology, and we have gold. And then the back says, when you can't beat the odds, change the game. And we have black stained edges for this one. The yellow map. Oh my gosh, look at these. Literally completely forgot about all this. These are some really cool editions, and I don't think they're actually that much. I want to say they were like the same price as like a standard hardback, like £20–25, which I think is amazing for all of this cool content. So yeah, that is the Grishaverse collector's editions. The next book I have is Kingdom of the Feared by Kerry Maniscalco. So this is the final book in a fantasy romance trilogy called Kingdom of the Wicked. Personally, I wasn't a huge fan of this series. It was okay, but so this isn't much of a special edition, to be honest. I don't even think it's signed. No, it's not. The only reason this is a special edition is because I pre-ordered this, so I got one of the first print-ins, and on the first print-ins you got this gold foil. So I feel like that's pretty cool, and that's literally it. That's literally it, guys. Moving on. This is the This is the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. Guys, this trilogy like holds a place in my heart. Like, I love this trilogy. If you haven't read it already, please do. But I would highly recommend reading the Caraval trilogy before the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, because there is lots of things going on in this series that you won't really understand the full scope of and the whole situation with until you read Caraval. So I would recommend reading Caraval, having read both. And the first one's a bit slow, but I loved the second two in the Caraval series. Like, yeah, read it, please. Anyway, so this is a fantasy romance series. This is the second one in the trilogy. And as you can see, it's got this like freaking shiny wrap as well around it, which is quite cool. But basically, on these books, there is special edition foils underneath on the like hardback, and there was like 4 different foils you could get on each book if you pre-ordered them and got the special edition. So I missed out on the first lot, and then on the second lot, this one, I pre-ordered it on Waterstones, but I had pre-ordered it on my mum's account. Even though it said Waterstones and she has a book obsessed daughter, she thought it was scam and so cancelled my pre-order. So then when I was waiting for my book to come, I was like, oh, everyone's getting their books, where's mine? Like, it's been a minute. My mum cancelled it. My aunt ended up finding it and got it me for my birthday. So, oh, I was so happy when I got this, when I opened it. So it's The Ballad of Never After, and this is the underneath of it. So I got the foiling with the shield underneath. You could get like a potion, I think, a heart, and a fox, I want to say. I may be wrong because there's lots of different ones. But I got the shield, and oh my gosh, and it also has the shield on the spine. When I got this, I was just so happy. I was so happy because I'd wanted this so bad. And it's also signed by the author. I love how it's pink as well. Went through the 5 stages of grief when I found out it had been cancelled, but I got it in the end. So next we have Her Radiant Curse by Elizabeth Lim. So I bought this in Waterstones just kind of randomly. I had a £10 voucher on my like Waterstones card. And I saw it was special edition, I saw it was signed, and I was like, and also the cover, like, kind of just got it for the cover. I didn't realise that this was a part of a duology that I have already read. So, well, I've read the first one. So I read the first one, which was 6 Crimson Cranes. I liked it, but I wasn't, like, obsessed with it. The second one is called The Dragon's Promise, but I haven't read that one yet. And then I picked this one up, and I thought it was a new series from her, so that's why I picked it up. And then it turns out this is actually a prequel to 6 Crimson Cranes. There is a character in 6 Crimson Cranes that is like the antagonist, and you don't like her, but then you find out more about her story, and this is a prequel to her. It is a fantasy romance yet again. Obviously the cover is stunning. If you haven't seen the 6 Crimson Cranes and Dragon's Promise books, they're just as stunning. Like, some of the prettiest book covers I've ever seen. The hardback is nothing fancy, it's just plain, although I feel like you never see a white hardback, so that's quite cool. Obviously pink stained edges, which looks so cute with the white. Signed, a little tiny signing. And then we have 2 books from the Sarah J. Maas verse. So this is Throne of Glass from the Throne of Glass series. If you haven't heard of this series, then like, where the hell have you been? But if you don't know it, it is a fantasy romance series. It consists of 8 books in total. It's amazing, it's insane. Read it. If you haven't already, read it, because like, genuinely, I can't explain to you how good it is. Again, I got this off of Amazon just for like a regular hardback price. I don't know whether it's still on there. I got this book like literally like 4 years ago, so, but it's just really cute. It's just the hardback. It didn't come with a dust jacket or anything, and it's got these like cool purple patterns on it, and then on the back it says Meet the Assassin. I'm not sure if this one was in the book. And then this is the Akatar one. So again, if you haven't heard of this, it is a fantasy romance, and the first one is A Court of Thorn and Roses. There is 5 out currently, but the 6th one is coming in October, and the 7th one is coming in January. And I've pre-ordered both. I am so excited. If it is not Asriel's point of view, I'm rioting. I think it has to be, but I also think we might see more. I think we might see... Okay, so these are my things, just real quick, just going off a little bit of a tangent. Here's some things that I want to see. Asriel better not be with Elaine. If he's with Elaine, I will be fuming. Fuming. Because I want Asriel to be with his mate. And Elaine is obviously not Asriel's mate. So if he is not, if he's with Elaine, fuming. I just don't think they're right for each other. I don't get the chemistry. I just don't feel it personally. I want him to be, I don't mind if he'd be with Gwyn. I think like that's a cute little couple if they were to be together. But I kind of want him to be with someone completely different. I want him to be with someone we haven't even met yet. I have seen a lot of Asriel Eris. No. I want Asriel to be for the ladies, okay? I want Asriel to be for the ladies. I want Eris. I want to see more of Eris, because I know Eris isn't evil. I want to see a redemption arc for him. I want him to find his mate. People said it was Moore, but I don't think Moore's into guys. I might be so wrong. But then I had a theory that like Moore could be Eris's mate and he had to be evil towards her, so his father didn't know. But then I'm pretty sure Moore's into girls, so that may be out of the question. But I want to see more of Eris. I want to see Elaine and Lucian together. I don't really want to see a rejected mates. I love the whole mates thing, so I just want everyone to be happy and mated together. And I want Elaine Asriel to be with Gwyn or someone completely different. Anyway, again, off of Amazon, about £20-25, I think. Could have been 30, I don't know. This one actually comes with like a case, which is kind of cool. And then the actual book itself is some art from a scene in the book with the wolf. And then we have Feyre the hunter on the other side. That is that one. We have It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. I haven't read a Colleen Hoover book in so long. Of course, at the like OG book talk, Colleen Hoover was everything to everyone. Like, everyone raved about her. I of course went through my own phase of it. I have quite a few Colleen Hoover books, but I haven't read them in years. Purely because obviously there was a lot of stuff going on around her. I don't actually know what the like drama was. But I didn't really actually touch anything after that, and I still have the books. I just haven't read any more of them, but I do want to read them eventually. I just haven't really had the urge to go back into her writing and whatnot yet. So yeah, that's just that. But I pre-ordered this off of Amazon, I believe, or it might have been Waterstones, but it has these like little stained edges of like a pool, so it matches the cover, so that's quite a cool little thing. I don't think there's anything else but the edges, so not much with that one. Next we have Every Spiral of Fate by I think it's Tahari Mafi. I really apologise if that's wrong, but I think it's Tahara Mafi. So this is part of the This Woven Kingdom series. This is another like god tier series for me. If you haven't read it, oh my god, like what are you doing? Go buy it right now. So This Woven Kingdom is a fantasy romance. It is so good. The yearning, if you love a yearning, longing, devoted man, this is the same woman who wrote Aaron Warner. So just like take that knowledge of Aaron Warner and then like yearning of Aaron Warner times a million. The first book is a bit slow. I still enjoyed it. I gave it a 3.5. The next 3 books in the series, 5 stars. Read it. Anyway, so this is one I ordered off of Waterstones. So the paperback doesn't come out until August, I believe. All of my series of This Woven Kingdom, you can't see it. Can you see it? No, it's these ones right here. They are paperback, so I want the 4th one to also be paperback so I can tab it. So I thought, because I wanted to read it when it came out, I thought if I ordered the special edition, then I could have a special edition and then I'll have the paperback when that comes out. And I also don't have any special editions of anything of Tahari Mafi, so I wanted to, add one to my collection. This book cover is first of all stunning, green and pink, an absolute amazing combo. And guys, look at those edges. It also correlates to the story, so that will make sense if you've read it. The cover as well, there isn't any foiling or anything on it, but just the hardback is so pretty as well. And then it is signed by the author. Look at that. I am so excited for the 5th one to come out. It's not even announced yet. I was heartbroken because I thought it was going to be announced for September of this year, because that's what the other books have followed a pattern of every year in September. But she has just released, I don't know, the 2nd one in the Watch Me series. I haven't read that. I do want to get into that eventually. And then she put on her story that she's had loads of questions about it, and it's unfortunately not going to be released this year. Moving on. So this is one of my newest editions, if not my newest special edition. I recently just read Phantasma. It is again a fantasy romance, very gothic vibes. The romance again is insane in this one. I absolutely gobbled it up. So I ended up getting this one after I read Phantasma because I loved it so much. I gave it a 5 out of 5. I absolutely love the gold foiling on this and the art. It just matches the book so well. And then we have some little edges on the side. This is the foiling, nothing crazy, but it's, you know, still a bit of foiling. And then here are the end papers, which I actually really love these end papers. No, it's not signed, but you know what, it's so fine. It is so fine. We're like going through all my favorites right now. This is the You Sad Hair by Sarah Hashem. This book, this duology, oh my gosh. Fantasy romance, again, yearning. I love a yearning man. One of my favourite tropes, one of my favourite thing about an MMC is if they know how to yearn for their woman, and Aaron of Nazal certainly does that. Also, Sylvia in this book, loved Sylvia. I loved the plot, the like setting. I just loved everything about this duology, and she is releasing a book literally in 4 days. I'm so excited for it. It's a like horror romance, and then she's announced she's doing another fantasy duology that's releasing next year in February called Merciful Carnage. I'm so excited. Anyway, I loved her writing as well. So as soon as I read this, it was immediately into my god tier, 5 out of 5, 6 stars. And I ordered this off of Vinted. It is an illumicrate edition of the book. So this is the front, nothing crazy, but I still like it. It's like black foiling, and then on the spine it says every truth has its time. Okay, there we go. And then the foiling, the stenciled edges are these like patterns. I don't really know, to be honest, but love. And it is signed by the author. I don't think there's anything else other than that. Oh, wait, what? I don't know if this was on the paperback, the hardback or not, but maybe this is a little exclusive letter. I'll have to actually check that. We have the invisible, I can't lie, I'm legit sweating. And I don't know why. But I'm not taking my jumper off because I have my pyjama top underneath it. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. This book, again, if you haven't read it, amazing. It is a kind of fantasy romance, but it's kind of not. There is like fantasy elements to it, but it's like historical fiction as well. It's basically about a girl who is kind of cursed to live forever and nobody will remember her. So she's lived through centuries of time, never aging, always remaining the same, and no one ever remembers who she is until she walks into a bookstore, and when she comes back the next day, this guy remembers her. And she's like, what? So yeah, really good plot. The writing is incredible. The romance is really cute. The ending is devastating. Read it. So this is the, I think it's the 10-year anniversary. It has a new dust jacket, which I really love the colour scheme of this one. And then the top has grey edges, and then the front has these cute flowers. And then inside, also I just love the size of this hardback, like it's so cute. These flowers on both sides, which matches those ones. And then this is the end paper. Oh my gosh. I love like the first quote of this as well. Oh wait, signed. Of course. Oh my gosh. There's just so much good like art in this one. And then in the middle, which separates part 1 and part 2 of the book, there is so much art. Like, oh my gosh. Like, it's such a cool edition. Like, if you're gonna do an anniversary edition, do it like this, because it's so fun, so cool, like incorporates fan art. Oh my god, guys. This is how you do it. I think I'm in focus. I will cry if I'm not. Okay, a lot of things just happened at once. My camera ran out of room, so I've had to try and fix some things, and then my lighting has died, so it may be extremely dark right now. I'm very, very sorry. Yeah, but I only have 4 books left to show you, so I'm just gonna go with it. I apologise. The next book is Homebody by Rupi Kaur. So this is actually a poetry book, and it's a really cute like hardback edition. I feel like poetry is never hardback. But this has a little signed like nameplate on the front as well, which I like. And it's just, yeah, it's just poetry. There's nothing else with this edition except for it's signed. So yeah, there's that one. Then we have a romance, and this was one that I got recently, and it's just recently been released, and this is In Her Own League by Liz Tom 40, and it is a spin-off from the Windy City series, which is a sports romance interconnected series. This one is from Waterstones. Oh, this one is an actual sticker I can get off, thank God. And it's just signed. There isn't anything special about it. It's just signed by the author. Oh, what the flip? Guys, I didn't even know. Wait, is that even in focus? Wait. Hello. What the heck? It's a sticker. It says, don't tell me what to do. Oh my God, I don't know what's going on with this focus, guys. I clicked something accidentally and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I literally got this like 2 weeks ago and I didn't even know this was in there. Wow. Anyways, that's that one. Next one is Red, White and Royal Blue. Red, White and Royal Blue. What the heck? Blue by Casey McQuiston. So this is, I love this because it has the UK flag and then it has the like the British flag. I don't know why I said UK flag. British flag and then the American flag, because this is the romance between Prince Henry of the United Kingdom of England, and then it is the president's son. Anyway, don't know why that came out so randomly. If I keep looking at the screen, guys, I don't even think I'm in focus, like I can't lie. I don't know what I've pressed, but I've changed some sort of setting. So this has stained pink edges. I also just love like the front cover of all this. So this is the hardback, and then the, oh my God, the art in this, I got this from Waterstones. Like, are you kidding me? And then the back also has more. I just love this art style. Like, it's perfectly how I kind of imagined the characters. Like, signed by the author. Finally, we have Babel by R.F. Kuang. I haven't read this. I got this from Waterstones like a couple of years ago, and it has black stained edges all around. It is signed by the author. But yeah, so that is the last one. I think I'm in focus. I hope I'm in focus. I'm sorry this video, the end of the video has kind of gone a little bit downwards, but we've made it to the end. I think I'm in focus. Again, if I'm not, I'm so sorry. I'm trying my best. I really want to get on the illumicrate box because I would love to do like little unboxings of that as well. So yeah, that is this video. I just want to end it right now. The video. Because I don't know what I've done to the settings. So yeah, I'm going to go try and fix that. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.